Let's continue solving the MCQs. Question 21. In the given diagram, G is the centroid of triangle ABC. Then vertices A, B are given, C is unknown, and coordinates of centroid G is given. Then coordinates of point D are what? So this is point D, and we know that the centroid lies on the median. So G is a point on AD. So AD is the median. And they're asking for the coordinates of point D. There are actually a couple of ways that we can solve this question. So one way is that I can look at the formula to find the centroid of the triangle, coordinates of centroid. Coordinates of centroid are given, but it depends on the coordinates of the remaining three vertices of the triangle. Uh, if I use that, I'll be able to find out coordinates of point C. Now D has to be the midpoint of BC because median AD will bisect the side BC. So then I can use midpoint theorem and find the coordinate of point D. So if I do that, let's say coordinates of centroid are given 5 comma minus 5. Let me focus on, let's say, only the x coordinate, because if I look at the options, all the x coordinates are different. So just narrowing down to the x coordinate will help me get the answer. Fine. So x coordinate of centroid is 5, which is basically average of x coordinates of the vertices. So vertices x coordinate, one is 3, 2, x. So 3 plus 2 plus x by 3. This gives me the x coordinate of the centroid, which is 5. Then if I simplify this, 15 will be equal to 5 plus x, and x will be equal to 10. So x coordinate of C is 10. So C is 10 comma something. Okay, then if I look at point D, D is the midpoint of B and C. So x coordinate of D has to be average of x coordinate of point B and point C. So average is 2 plus 10 by 2, 12 by 2, which is 6. So x coordinate of point D is 6, and out of which only one option has that, which is option C. So option C has to be correct. If you even calculate for the y coordinate, you will see that it will be minus 6. Anyway, all the four options has y coordinate minus 6, so that will have to match. Otherwise, another approach for the same question could have been something like this. I can ignore point B and point C completely. I don't even need to look at that. I have coordinate of point A and coordinate of centroid. Then if I focus on coordinate of point D, I know that the centroid divides the median in the ratio 2 is to 1. So AG is to GD has to be 2 is to 1. Then if I apply section formula, I can still find the coordinate of point D. So let's say coordinate of point D was x comma y. Then applying section formula to x coordinate, I will say that 2 into x, 2x plus 1 into 3, that is 3, divided by 2 plus 1. This is going to give me the x coordinate of the centroid, which is 5. So 2x plus 3 will be equal to 5 into 3, 15. 2x will be 12, x will be 6. So there also I'll find that x coordinate of point D is 6. Whichever way we can solve the question. Okay. Next is, in the given diagram, O is the origin and P is the midpoint of AB. Equation of OP is what? Okay, so let's look at point A. Point A coordinate you can read as 4 comma 0. Coordinate of point B is 0 comma 2. Then P is midpoint of AB. If I apply midpoint formula, x coordinate of point P will be 0 plus 4 by 2. 4 by 2, it is 2. And y coordinate will be 2 plus 0 by 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So P is 2 comma 1. Origin, we know it is 0 comma 0. So we have to find equation of OP which passes through 0 comma 0 and 2 comma 1. So I can think about the 2-point form for equation of a line, which basically is first to find the slope of the line, and then I can choose any one of the points through which the line passes, and then apply point slope form. Okay, so if I want to find slope of the line passing through these points 0, 0 comma 0 and 2 comma 1, I need to look at difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. So difference of y coordinates is 1 minus 0, difference of x coordinates is 2 minus 0, which is basically 1 by 2. So this gives me the slope of the line m. And then let's look at choosing the origin as one point. So the line passes through the origin and has slope 1 by 2. So therefore the equation of the line is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. This is my point slope form. x1 y1 value will be 0 0. So y minus 0 equal to half into x minus 0. So y is equal to 1 by 2x. If I move the 2 to the other side, 2y will be equal to x. So which is option number B, 2y equal to x. Moving ahead, question number 23. Again, equation of a line. So in the figure, there are three lines given. This is L1, L1, this is L2, and there is L3. Okay. They are talking about L1 is parallel to L2. L3 is perpendicular to L1. Then what is the slope of L2 and L3? Now there is a 45-degree angle for L1, and this 45 degree is the angle between line L1 and positive direction of x-axis. So this 45 degree is my inclination. So if L1 has inclination theta equal to 45 degree, then the slope is tan theta. So tan 45 degree, which is 1. Now L1 is parallel to L2. So L2 will also have the same slope, which will be m equal to 1. Now L3 is perpendicular to L1, which will be also perpendicular to L2. Okay, fine. So we know that when we have perpendicular lines, product of slope of the two lines will be minus 1. So product of L3 and L1 will be minus 1. So slope of L3 will be minus 1. So L2 has slope 1, L3 has slope minus 1. So I'm looking at 1 comma minus 1, which is option number C. Moving ahead, which of the following lines cut the positive x-axis and the positive y-axis at equal distances from the origin? Again, this question can be looked at in a couple of different ways. So one thing is about the line cutting some value from the y-axis. That is your y-intercept. And they're saying that even the x-intercept is the same as the y-intercept. And in our question, we need to look at a line where both the intercepts are equal and they are positive. So that's the condition which we are looking at and trying to find which of the following lines will satisfy that condition. For example, let's look at the first equation, 3x plus 3y equal to 6. If we want to reduce it, divide by 3 on both the sides. It'll be just x plus y equal to 2. Okay. So if I rewrite this in the slope intercept form, I will have y equal to minus x plus 2. Okay, so then the y-intercept is the constant, which is 2. So that means the line passes through the point 0 comma 2. That is the meaning of y-intercept. Now I have to test whether the x-intercept is also plus 2, or does the line pass through the point 2 comma 0 or not. We have to test that. So if I substitute x equal to 2 and y equal to 0, in this equation, x equal to 2 and y equal to 0, I will see that yes, it will be satisfied. So therefore, the first option itself will have y-intercept and x-intercept both 2 units, positive 2 units. So it satisfies the condition asked in the question. So option A should be the correct answer. If I had checked for any other equation, any other option, I will see that the x-intercept and y-intercept will not be the same. So it doesn't match the condition required. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 25. This is from geometry. And we can apply something to do with similar triangles or basic proportionality theorem, anything. Because we have a triangle ABC and it is said that PQ is parallel to BC. And there is something about railway stations and the train traveling. So we can look at it in terms of distance and then the speed. Okay, so they're saying that these measurements are given. I want to find the time taken by the train traveling at this much speed to reach B from A. So starting from A, what is the time that the train will take to reach point B? So I'm interested in the distance AB. AB is how many kilometer? That will help me get the answer. Okay, fine. So then, if I look at my triangles, I know that triangle APQ is similar to triangle ABC. It can be proved because if PQ is parallel to BC, I will have a pair of corresponding angles. A is a common angle. So by double A similarity, APQ and ABC are similar. So therefore, the ratio of sides AP by AB must be equal to ratio of sides PQ by BC. PQ by BC is 20 by 50, which is same as 2 by 5. So therefore AP by AB is also 2 by 5. AP I don't know, let's say x. So x by the length of AB I can say x plus 18, that is equal to 2 by 5. Alright, so then if I cross multiply 5x equal to 2x plus 36, so 3x equal to 36, x equal to 12. So AP is 12 kilometer, and then the entire length AB is 12 plus 18, which is 30 kilometer. So distance is 30 kilometer, speed is 90 kilometer per hour. So we know that time is distance by speed. So distance 30 kilometer by speed 90 kilometer per hour. So it is 1 by 3 hour, and 1 hour has 60 minutes, so this is 60 by 3 minutes, which is 20 minutes, and option D is correct. Moving ahead to the next question, again from similarity. In the given diagram, we have triangle ABC and DEF such that angle C is equal to angle F and ratio of sides are given as equal. AB is to DE is same as BC is to EF. So these are my corresponding sides. Then which of the following is true? Like whether the two triangles are similar and what is the correct naming convention looking at the corresponding angles, corresponding sides. But then if I look at it closely, I know we have some similarity criteria, which is AA, AAA or SSS or SAS. So here we have two pairs of corresponding sides and one pair of corresponding angles. So we have to test whether SAS will be applicable here or not. But the problem is SAS requires the equal angle to be in between the pair of corresponding sides. So pair of corresponding sides AB, BC, DEF. So in case angle B was given as equal to angle E, then SAS condition could have been applied. But in this case, instead of B and E, I have angle C and angle F given equal. But that will not help me prove that the triangles are similar at all. So the correct answer is that the similarity of the given triangles cannot be determined just by the given information. Okay, then the next question is, in the adjoining figure, ST is not parallel to PQ. Then the necessary and sufficient conditions to say that triangle PQR is similar to triangle TSR will be what? So if I look at the figure, PQR is the larger triangle, the biggest triangle you can see, and TSR is the smaller triangle to the left. Now, if they are similar, then I should have corresponding pairs of angles equal. Now, out of these two triangles, anyway, I know that angle R is a common angle. So that is going to be equal anyway. So angle R is common. It's in the third letter. So I have to look at either proving angle P and angle T are equal, or angle Q and angle S are equal. Only then I can say that the two triangles are similar. So if I look at all the options, I will see that for option C, I have PQR equal to TSR. PQR equal to TSR. So if that was given to me, then I can definitely say that the two triangles PQR will be similar to TSR, because from the triangle PQR you can see Q is the second letter, and from TSR S is the second letter. So this angle Q, if it was equal to angle S, only then I can say the triangles are similar. So option C is correct. None of the other options will help me guarantee that the two triangles are similar. Then looking at question 28, scale factor of a picture and the actual height of a person is given, and if the height in the picture is 18 centimeter, then the actual height is what? So scale factor refers to the length in your map or model or picture or something compared to the actual length or height. So here suppose there is a picture and an actual person. So the ratio of height in picture by actual height, it is given as 20 centimeter is to 1.6 meter, which is same as 20 centimeter by 160 centimeter. So which is the ratio 1:8. Now given that the height in the picture is 18 centimeters, so height in picture 18 centimeter by, let's say, x is actual height, that will be the ratio 1/8. So then if I look at it, x by 18 will be 8 by 1. So x is equal to 8 into 18, and 8 into 18 will be 144 centimeter. But the options are in meter, so if I divide by 100, it is 1.44 meter, which is option number D. Moving ahead. Okay, in this question, it's something from circles, tangents maybe. Okay, O is the center of the circle and a semicircle is drawn on OA as the diameter. So you can see there is a smaller circle, semicircle, with OA as diameter. Okay, then angle APQ is 20 degree. What is the measure of angle OAQ? So this is my missing angle. Okay, so there are a couple of theorems that I can apply. If I look at the smaller semicircle with OA as the diameter, I have angle OQA as the angle in the semicircle. So angle OQA has to be 90 degree. Alright. Then if I look at APQ as 20 degree, then AOQ has to be double of APQ, because APQ is the angle subtended by arc at the circumference of the circle, and AOQ will be the angle subtended at the center. So AOQ is 40 degree, double of 20, which is 40. Then if I look at triangle OAQ and apply angle sum property, my angle OAQ has to be 50 degree, which is option C. Then let's look at this last question for now. Question 30. O is the center of the circle, and question should be that PQ is a tangent at A according to the figure, and one measure is given, angle ABC is 50 degree. Then value of X, Y and Z. Now the good thing is that we have to find three missing angles, but at least the value in the options are good enough for me to not, I don't need to exactly find out all the measures. For example, immediately when I see that ABC angle is 50 degree, AOC will be double the angle, because AOC is angle at the center, which is double the angle at the remaining part. So if ABC is 50, AOC will be twice of 50, which is 100 degree. Now if I check which option has Y value 100, only the first option has Y value 100. So then A has to be true. And if you want to quickly see why X and Z are also correct, for example, X is the angle between the chord AC and the tangent AQ, which is equal to the angle in the alternate segment, which is angle ABC. So X has to be 50 degree. And why does Z have to be 40 degree? If I look at triangle AOC, OA and OC are radius of the circle, so OAC is a isosceles triangle. I have found that this angle Y is 100 degree, so the base angles Z and Z, they have to add up to 180 degree. So Z plus 100 is 180. Therefore Z has to be 40. So option A is correct.